All right. Hey, everybody. It's your girl, Eclectic Empress. Um, Coming at you with another one of my sessions I'm having with tarot. Me and working with tarot and just working on my intuition. You know what I'm saying, and just connecting with the cards because I'm going to go ahead and start working with the cards as one of my tools to connect with spirit on a higher level. It's not like I've never worked with spiritual beings. Been doing that since I was a child, as you know. I've mentioned it before in a couple other of my posts or my readings. But I'm connecting. I'm noticing how deeper I'm connecting with the readers as I work with tarot, y'all. Like, I don't know. I've never heard anyone say that before. I've heard a lot of readers say, when they play, throw the cards out and they're working with the tarot, they're like, oh, some of you are tarot readers, blah, 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 blah. But the more I start working with the tarot cards, the more I connect with communicating with my spirit guides and with spirit, right? So, before I go any further, I want to say, if you like my content, if you like what I've had up here thus far, please like, share, and subscribe. Y'all know that I'm new to tarot, not as far as like new to know about tarot. I've actually been like participating with tarot, paying for little tarot, little things online, like astrology.com, tarot.com, since I was like in my 20s. You know what I'm saying? The internet didn't have the internet like that when I was a teenager, y'all. I mean, I'm 44 years old, so. But in my 20s, I really did, participate with, working with tarot. And I've always worked with spirit. So this is new to me, but I already see the connection. So the cards that I have right now that I pulled out, and I've been working with them in other readings. Okay, this is the Star Astro deck. I don't have the cards near me, y'all. But anyway, so the first card that came out was Leo in reverse, Shine. Okay, and then Descendant, Invitation, Capricorn, Achieve, South Node, and North Node. Okay, so the South Node came out first, then the North Node. So I'm like, okay, I need to stop right here and see what the cards are saying. So I also flipped over the deck and got Nurture. So what I'm gonna have to do actually is get up and get the book anyway. I don't know. I thought I had it with all my other tarot and the books that they had with them. Let's see. I don't know. Bring it down. I'm like stocking my floor up with my cards, y'all. I've been going in for the last couple of days, like really trying to connect with my cards. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, it's called Star Codes Astro Oracle by Heather Roan Robbins. Okay, so that's the deck I pull out. So okay, so the first card I told you, it is the 5. This card is number 5. It's actually a lion on the card. I'm not gonna go into great detail today. Okay, it's just about what the cards look like. But we're just going to talk about the cards, okay? It's representing Leo, right? Because this is the Star Code Astro Oracle, so it's the Leo and Shine in reverse. So let's see. I don't even think these cards do reversals, by the way. So, hey, it flipped out in reverse, but let's just read it anyway, okay, and see what it's saying. So let's see here. Leo, 5, Shine. Shine for the benefit of all, okay? Leo's lion symbol asks you to be brave, be visible, share from your heart and warm all of those around you. Leo is a fixed fire sign, ruled by the sun, and is connected to the heart, liver, and upper back. The sun shimmers okay, here in July 2nd, July 21st to August 22nd, okay? So the action, all right? So it tells you about action, challenges, and gifts, okay? So action, take your space, be visible, light up the room, but also honor the light within others. Leo asks you to be the hearth fire of the situation. Hold on to people's attention, not just for your own ego, but for their benefit, as an actor or teacher would do. Warm their lives and be the person that people gather around to share stories. Bask in the sun. Cultivate your community with love. Share the bounty of the culture. Renew your spirits by living life to its fullest. Be honest rather than modest. Dramatize the situation to get your point across. Just be sure to track where the truth ends and hyperbole begins. Connect your expression and creative process to real feelings and honest facts. Teach, share, be generous with what you know, are, and have. And know that those actions attract the love and the appreciation you need. Then offer that same level of attention to others, and they will love you for it. People deeply appreciate being seen by you. Learn when to shine and when to step back and center another person's idea or community. Okay? One thing, as I was reading, my wheels are always turning. When I was reading Spirit, and this is what I'm thinking, this is when you have these thoughts, Spirit came to me and said, maybe you should do this where you are reading to people and let them pick what resonates based off of you telling them what's happening to them, what's going on. Let them see what their situations are, by basically what you are reading to them for the cards that came out. Because remember, as I have stated before, y'all, if you have clicked on to any channel, not just my channel, but any channel, you are vibrating or on the same frequency and or on the same frequency of the reader, especially if this reader is really picking up on an energy or doing an assignment, obeying orders that's been given to them by the Most High, by Spirit. You know what I'm saying? So, I enjoy when I hear certain clues from the readers. Don't get it twisted. That helps. But not all readers have to be the same. I'm reading to you what the cards are laid out. Okay, I'm telling you what cards laid out. When you look at the top of the on the screen, there's pictures of the cards that laid out. You know what I'm saying? So you see that this is actually what was laid out on the table, okay? And this is what Spirit is passing on to you, okay? And you take what resonates from basically what I'm reading from the person who actually created these cards and the true definition of what these cards mean, okay? Not saying that what other people are saying when they read the cards are not true. I'm not saying that. But this is just a more so organic approach to what the cards are actually saying, and you can pick up what resonates in what I'm reading, because I'm telling you actually exactly what the card entails. Okay, so continuing on with the card with Leo in reverse. Okay, all right, and we know that 5 represents change. Leo is a fire sign, okay, in the zodiac. All right. So let's speak on the challenges of this card. If you're acting from a place of soul anger, you can mistakenly, so this could definitely represent the challenge, could represent the card in reverse. But I'm still going to read the action, the challenge, and the gift. Now, the gift could be the outcome. If especially if one learns from this karmic, lesson or this lesson, because remember, you may not have done something in this lifetime. It could have been past lives that you're clearing karma out in this lifetime. You could be completely just getting a you're graduating, or you are completing the cycle of the lessons that you had to learn throughout multiple lifetimes. You could be completing it in this lifetime. Okay, so just take it, like I said, how it resonates. Okay, don't try to make it fit, because this is a collective reading. Many people are listening to this reading, and so it's something here for everybody. So if it doesn't fit, then you must have quit. Okay, all right, that was corny, but hey, all right. May Johnny Cochran rest in peace. All right. May the Most High Mother, Father, Spirit forever bless his spirit. All right, so back to the challenge. Okay, so the challenge, like I said, could be the card in reverse. All right, so it says, if you're acting from a place of soul anger, you can mistakenly think that any attention from others will fill the gaping hole. Not all attention is good attention. Stubbornness, the fear of being wrong, or the desire to be seen as the leader may blind you to what is urgently needing. Melodrama can disconnect you from the real feelings involved. Okay, all right. So then the gift of it, love. Leo rules the heart. So bring your energy and intention into your heart, and let this chakra become a beacon. Honor the heart within each person you meet and match the dynamics shift. Okay, so this could be the outcome of you know what I'm saying, whether it is the action or the challenge is more so like an affirmation, or more so like some guidance, to just let you know how to act in this energy, whether you are in the upright or in the reverse. Okay, all right. So the next card that came out was Descendant 37. Okay, 37 breaks down to 10, 10 breaks down to 1. Descendant is the invitation. So you know the opposite of ascendant is descendant. Okay, some of you may want to take a look at your descendant in your birth chart, if you know your birth chart, and see what that is. Okay, but it's saying invitation. All right, so you may have some kind of answer to a question you may be having before you clicked on this channel, that you may can find if you look up your descendant in your birth chart. All right, so that may apply to some of you. All right, so number 37, descendant. Okay, let's get to 37. All right, so 37, descendant, invitation. While the ascendant describes how you enter the world, the descendant is the place where you invite equal others to come into your world. Okay, it describes how you see these peers, what you project upon them, and what you were trained to respect in them. The descendant is where the sun would be at sunset. So it's definitely the opposite of your ascendant. So if your ascendant is, let's see here. Oh, I can't look here. I don't even want to, I took my other computer in the room. All right, so say your descendant is Pisces, then your ascendant may be Virgo. Okay, all right, so it's the polar opposite. All right, okay, so it may be pertaining to some type of healing. I don't know yet. Let me read further. Okay, all right, so the action, look at how you invite others to dance with you. All right, be welcoming while also keeping healthy boundaries in place. Once you feel comfortable about your ground rules for the people you bring into your life, it is easier to open up your heart. So we already see here that the Leo represents the heart, right? Okay, so it's like it's saying, all right, right now your heart is closed off. In order to invite others into your life, in order to shine so that others can see you, You have to open up your heart. You have to open up that heart space and not close your heart out to others, and not isolate yourself from others, and welcome others in so that you can spread your wings and you can grow. Okay? So that you can not only help, yourself, but help others by sharing what it is that you have learned since you've been in isolation, right? All right. So it says here, if you notice that you keep people at a distance or avoid meeting new people, then you need to investigate this habit. So with the descendant, right, if we think about it, right, like how I explained, which we also have here on the deck, the south and the north node. So really, it is very much so. It is applicable to the reading. I mean, it's a message here, okay? It's a message here for the collective. It's a message here for us, all right? So it's as if it's saying we need to take a step back, okay? And, see what it is, why, we are avoiding meeting new people, and we're putting people to, as far as a distance. It's reasons with them, but we also have to see what it is about us that, may cause us to definitely, it could be we want healthy boundaries, I mean, there's many different reasons why, right? Okay, so it says, though it might have been important to protect you at one time in your life, consider how it's working for you now and what would help you feel safe enough to open this door. Also notice in what areas of your life you ask other people to do work for you. The descendant can point to what you might try to import from other people. While this practice can refer to important skill in a work situation, it has its dangers in personal relationships. If you feel disempowered, you might be drawn to powerful people. If you're an extrovert who inwardly craves emotional and spiritual intimacy, you might draw in some people who help you cozy up at home. It's wonderful when others can help you develop latent characteristics within yourself. But if you ask them to do this work for you and they leave, there goes your resource. See, okay. If you see them as only an extension of yourself, you can't really see them. When you develop your own resources, you can see these other gifts as whole beings with their own needs and gifts. Okay, so here I am. I'm telling you, I'm taking it upon myself to work with the oracle and the tarot cards, right? Excuse me. And I would go and look for answers in other people's readings. And as I stated to you earlier, sometimes they would take the narrative and, it resonates. So you knew the message was for you. But however, it's not many people that's going to do it this way and read it, because a lot of people are really looking for the answers. They're not actually trying to go within to find the answers. There's a lot of people that's still afraid to use the cards, but they will listen, right? They got one foot in, one foot out. No shade thrown here. I'm just saying they're waking up. They're trying to feel comfortable. Individuals want to feel comfortable. Everybody wakes up and find the truth of the matter in their own time. No shade. But it is some people that don't want to purchase their own cards, but will listen to the readers and catch a message and know that that message comes from the Most High, their spiritual team, and they're okay with that. You know what I'm saying? And that's fine. That's fine. That's why I'm going about it this way. I'm reading from the book. It's 1919 on the clock as I say that. It may take up a little time to do so, but I want you to take what resonates for you. I may say a little spittle here and there. You know what I'm saying? But take what resonates, okay? But I'm going to still read from the book, all right? So the challenge that you need to go within and connect with spirit and ask for guidance on is you give your power away when instead of working together, you ask others to be what is missing within yourself. So I know that sounded a little crazy. I hope you understood what I was saying, because I made a statement and then I read that and it just didn't flow. The lyrics, it was not, no bars wasn't spit there on that one, okay? Anyway. Yeah. Don't give your power away. When we go to others, instead of taking it upon ourselves, we actually give our power away, right? So instead of working together, like what I consider us doing right now, I'm throwing out the cards and you take what resonates from what the actual person who created the cards and interpret the cards has to say about what the cards is. You take from that organic information and apply it where you will. Okay. All right. So the gift of the matter, what you can take away from this is tend the inlet to your heart. All right. Invite in relationships that are clear, healing, nurturing, self-responsible, and encouraging of mutual evolution. So some of us may be coming into our soul family. Some of us may not even know that we are coming into our soul family. Some of us may not even have any idea who that could be, when, whatever, right? But this, with tarot is the past, present, or future. So I consider this as, giving you a heads up to, start working on yourself so that you can prepare for what's coming in. Okay. Allow the relationship to come in. Still be discerning. Okay. All right. Still be discerning. Still talk to your team. Pray about it. Go to the Most High. Let's still be smart about things. But let's not allow certain things to harden us, like the first card with the Leo in reverse, okay, where the heart is closed off. Let's not allow that. Let's invite in new relationships, okay? Heal, okay? Just be careful about it, all right? So like I said, it's number 37. 3 plus 7 is 10. 10 plus 0 is 1. It breaks down to 1, okay? All right, so let's start from the beginning. All right, next card, speaking of 1, is Capricorn. That card also is a 10. Okay, so that breaks down to a 1. Capricorn is earth energy. All right, so we're talking about Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy. Taurus, earth energy, right? Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. So we're talking about earth energy, right? So it has a picture of the sea goat here. And on the card, it says achieve. All right. Okay. So let's see what the card has to say about achieve. All right. What can we get? Okay. Capricorn asks us to dive deep into the sea of collective consciousness. That's what we're doing right now. To find a worthy dream and then work on it and walk it to the mountaintops. So some of us may have already done that. Some of us may be trying to figure out what it is that we want to do and how we want to incorporate the many things that we've already done into one big thing to be able to make a difference. Okay? And it could be some that may not know what it is they're going to do, but they know they're going to do something and they haven't had that epiphany yet. It's coming. Either way, okay? Either way. So, Capricorn is the cardinal earth sign, okay? It's ruled by Saturn. Its symbol is a mere goat, which is half sea creature, half mountain goat. And the sign is connected to our bones and knees, the equipment we use to climb stairs and achieve our goals. The sun shines in Capricorn. Some say December 21st through January 20th. Some say December 22nd through January 21st, okay? All right. So, action. The situation needs a good and healthy structure. All right. So, foundation upon which you can build solidly. All right. Capricorn imbues ambition and drive, determination, willpower, and precision. When used with integrity, these qualities culminate in the gift of leadership. The mere goat reminds us to dive into spirit, into the dream world, get a vision for the good of all sentient beings, then do the work needed to manifest it. Find motivation, set a goal, build with integrity, okay? Mountain goats climb easily and down, but aren't as comfortable on flat terrain. Capricorn energy can leave you depressed when you feel flat and see no progress. That is true. If you can't fish, mend the nets, look for what can be done now and make it a project. Make short-term plans that take you to medium-term goals and help you climb the mountain over time. Celebrate each step. Capricorn encourages you to practice skills and develop spiritual disciplines. Learn to control yourself, not others. Lead rather than dictate. Look for guidance from elders or experts and grow your personal authority. Develop confidence through your portfolio. Observe and savor, not what you think you can do or can't do, but what you've actually done. Okay? All right? Okay. So that goes back to saying what I was saying when we were speaking about the descendant. Okay? We may have things that we're already working on, things that we are trying to put together into one big thing from multiple things we've worked on, or we haven't had that epiphany yet, okay? However, keep pushing forward. Don't focus on how long it's taking. It's not done yet. Is it going to be, am I going to achieve this goal? You know, focus on the fact that you've been through many obstacles and you've achieved those goals, okay? And you will achieve this one. Keep pushing forward. Keep going. You are not alone. You have a purpose, and your purpose is to do what it is that you and the Most High have signed a contract to do. And as long as you continue to follow the right path and do what you're supposed to do, you cannot be defeated. No harm will come to you. Just keep that in mind and keep pushing forward. Keep moving. I know it's tough. Trust me, it's hard every day. Sometimes you feel like it's even hard to open up your eyes because you wonder what bullshit is going to come your way today. You are not in the fucking mood and you're tired, right? But you got to get up anyway. You got a family, you know. You got a husband, you got kids. You may not can give them 100%, but you got to give them something, right? You got to give them something. Okay, so I don't know. I hope all that makes sense. Like I said, I'm coming into this, man, and we're on the same frequency, the same vibration. So no, you're not alone, and I totally resonate with this message too. Okay, in my own personal way, I'm taking out of what I'm reading from it too, just like you. All right. So the next card on the deck, okay, we got the South Node. All right. Past 33. 33 is a master number. Beautiful number. All right. Ascended masters. Okay. Things that teaching, spiritual teaching, spiritual teachers, ascended masters are spiritual teachers. What I'm getting from this is lessons that we're learning, have learned, or will learn from the past. Okay. Yeah. So let's go in the book and see what 33 is all about here. The South Node, the past. The South Node describes what you bring along from past lives. Okay. So what could be causing our fears, okay, for us to move forward, why we could be stuck in the past, or why we need to reflect, could be something that we're bringing from past lives. Like, spirituality is on the rise, right? A lot of people are, walking away from indoctrinated religious practices, and they are developing their relationship with the Most High in ways that's told to be evil, and it is, you're gonna go to hell and all this BS that you're taught, right? And you're not taught how this came to be and the truth of the matter, and how our ancient ancestors came up with this and how they were murdered, and those who murdered them use this stuff till this day, but use it for dark work. And that is very vague what I say, because it's very broad, and I'm not going there in my reading. Okay, I'm not inviting that energy in. Let's light up some more sage. However, the past, you know. It's talking heavy with descendant in this reading, okay? And Leo being in reverse is whatever fears or whatever procrastinations or reasons why we are not moving forward has a lot to do with our past lives, okay? So I'm hearing past life regression sessions. I might need to have one of those myself, just to connect with my past lives, to see what I've done in past lives. I've had readings that told me little snippets about things I've done in my past lives. Okay, so I can tell you particularly, you know, if I wanted to, certain things that I've done, but it's always been this, okay, with healing, all right? It's always been esoteric. It's always been spiritual and with healing. It definitely isn't what they've been doing for the last 2,000 years. I don't think I've been back since prior to that, okay? And I'm freaking disgusted, all right, by what I see and how people that are supposed to be healers and shamans are out here taking care of these people who are the Most High's creation. Is bullshit, okay? I am a nurse. I'm a registered nurse, okay? On my way to becoming a nurse practitioner, and I'm leaving the medical sector to go into psychiatric care, and do it in a spiritual way to help people alchemize the bullshit that this 3D world, okay, has placed upon them, in this slave mentality for the so-called elite, the powers that were, to suppress us and harvest our fucking energy so that they can continue to elevate in their fucking darkness. Let's not go there in this reading, guys. I'm trying to get this sage lit up because I'm a truth seeker, okay, a free thinker, okay, and you might as well say a truth speaker as well. I'm going to say what I got to say, and I'm very fearless with that. I have warriors in my bloodline, and we do not fuck with any type of institution or structure that suppresses, oppress, repress, and depress a people, okay? So fuck them. Anyway, excuse me, YouTube, sorry. Let me reel that back in. All right, back to the South Node pass. Okay, so the South Node describes what you bring along from past lives, your skills. What was I talking about? Proclivities and addictions, weaknesses, unfinished business. Excuse me. I pissed somebody off, didn't I? Unfinished business. Let me get a drink. Okay. And a physical place within your body where you may hold tension or ancient karmic stories. I remember saying something earlier in this reading about bringing in, you know, karma that could be being cleared out. Excuse me, put a piece of candy in my mouth, a little mint here, help me out. From past lives, right? I had mentioned that earlier. So this is confirmation. The lunar nodes are the points on the zodiac where the moon's orbit crosses the ecliptic. We just had an eclipse. When the moon, sun, and the earth exactly line up here, a shadow mysteriously covers the sun or the moon and creates an eclipse. Yo, we just had an eclipse, y'all, right? In April 8th, April 9th, right? We had an eclipse. All right. The ancients thought a giant creature cast the shadows and referred to the nodes as the head and tail of a dragon. Where the moon descends towards the south is the dragon's tail. All right? All right? So, we just had a eclipse, and the eclipse energy lasts for 6 months, so it's only been a month in, right? Like today is what, the 11th, so like a month in 2 days. So we still got heavy eclipse energy. A lot of people going in and reflecting and working on their shadow. Man, we just got a Mercury retrograde, Pluto. I mean, this is all kinds of stuff going on in the energy, y'all, right now, where people are reflecting. People are, you know, getting rid of all the bullshit so they can step into their purpose. You know, those who've already left the matrix, who's been doing the work. You feel me? All right. So, It says, action. This situation has its roots in some past karmic pattern, the origins of which are not clear. You either need to apply skills that you were born with, okay? Or look again at old problems and work to heal them. What did I say? To get out of this fear, to open up your heart, it is an invitation for you to achieve your goals by going into your South Node, figuring out what's happened in the past, alchemize that shit so you can reach your future. Because you know that's the other card on the deck we're going to be talking about next. The North Node. All right, I got to keep looking at my phone because it be 35 on the clock. Because it be like, thank you so much. Thank you so much. First of all, thank you so much, Most High Mother, Father, Spirit. Okay, thank you, Spirit. You know what I'm saying? Thank you, Higher Self. All right? Okay? All right? Thank you, Ancestors, Primordial, Ancient, and New. Angels, Archangels, Guardian Angels, Warrior Angels, Avenging Angels, Ascended Masters, Mother Holy Spirit, okay, Mother Goddesses, all right, okay, Animal Spirits, Nature Spirits, Star Galactic Families, Councils of the Highest White Light. The specific names of those that I work with, you know who you are. I won't disclose that to the public. That's between you and I. I thank you for this reading and working with me and communicating with me to help me do what it is that I need to do for my highest good and the highest good of the collective. Because we are all one, okay? And we are here to be a blessing to each other. I pray that I'm always a blessing to someone today as they are a blessing to me. So I hope this reading is blessing someone out there, okay? All right, and helping you to understand, all right, through what I'm reading to you, where you're picking up and resonating with your own life experience is what it is that you're going through and what you need to work through, okay? Because the kingdom of the Most High, right, the kingdom of heaven lives within us and is around us, right? And in order for it to be beautiful, in order for us to birth something and to build the new earth, then we have to change our perception and we have to change our reality, right? In order to make a better new earth or to build a better consciousness, the Christ consciousness, right? That Yahshua left behind us, that legacy that's left behind for us to follow in those footsteps in our own way of connecting in the Christ consciousness. You know what I'm saying? For one, for all. The story was told a little bit, not even a little bit, okay? That's being modest and nice. They told the story, a lot of false information about Yahshua in there, just so they can harvest our energy, and I'm going to leave it at that. Let me keep going. All right, because it says, the situation feels hauntingly familiar, but without a story to go with it. Echoing traces from another time of life, familiar enemy may return, okay? Some of y'all know that y'all got enemies that you've been told that has followed you through lifetimes, all right? All right, it says, familiar enemy may return, or the patterns involved could remind you of an earlier difficult chapter. If someone triggers your South Node, you may feel like you owe them or they owe you. And while that may be true, this accounting won't help now. Cleanly deal with what is on the table and stay in the present moment. Learn new ways to respond, new skills that help when old trauma is triggered or old cravings sing their siren song. Break that spell. Use breathing techniques. Investigate dialectic behavioral therapy or dialectical behavioral therapy. Or do something unexpected just to break those patterns and give you more options here and now. Stay focused on a healthy future of your own making. Challenge. Under stress, you may fall back on familiar defenses and relieve what you've always lived. PTSD, flashbacks, and addictive habits or relationships all operate around the South Node. Okay? The gifts, though, is use this opportunity to heal triggers and patterns from the past. Teach them as teaching moments and learn. Then your hard-earned skills and wisdom can help you build your future. All right? Next card, number 34. North Node. Future. 3 plus 4 is 7. All right. Okay. All right. Let me tell you something. Descendant, South Node, and North Node is real close to each other in the deck. All right. Leo is 5. Capricorn is 10. Half of 10 is, 5 and 5. So it's 5, 5, 5. Change. All right. So it looked like change. Change is going to happen regardless. Okay. But we are going to end up doing some tarot to clarify it. But it sounds like present, past, and future in this. Okay. Where you are right now, what has gotten you to this point, and what you need to do in order to get there, and the outcome is change. Okay. Change, we know it's going to be for the better because we're heading towards our North Node. Right. All right. So North Node, the North Node or ascending node. Hey, you got the descendant in the South Node. They compared the North Node to the ascending. The ascending is the opposite of the descending, right? That's polar opposite, right? Rising and sunset, right? South Node, past and future, okay? This is playing a pivotal role here, all right? In order to get to where we need to, it's stuff we got to let go in the past, man. I already know I got that problem. So if it's resonating with you, you know, leave it in the, you know, leave it in the message. Look, I came across something that says, if you're blaming others for your situation, you got a long journey to go. If you blame yourself, you're halfway there. And when you blame no one, you made it. Right? At the end of the day, we know we're battling against principalities, right? That sit in high and wicked places, right? Because spiritual is the true realm. Even though in the Bible, some of that stuff, they put in for their own personal gain, but a lot of it came from some ancient books that was very spiritual, and there's some messages that are in there. All right. And so that's what we're battling. So even though we're dealing with people, and that energy is attachments that is, that is connected to that person, that is being used to be a friction or a thorn in your side, so to speak. And the reason why is because whatever that situation is or how that person feels about you, those energies are able to attach to them so they can project anything towards you. You know what I'm saying? And it's fueled behind something bigger just to keep you distracted from what it is that you've been called to do or what you need to do. All right? So in this message, I see a lot of that. It's what I like about tarot. People go to a therapist, right, to get some answers and things like that. But I think this adds a little bit of spice and sauce to it, you know what I'm saying? Because you're connecting with, you're a medium between the spirit world and the individual that's in need, right? So I feel like this is something that, is therapeutic, if you will, for those who are truth seekers, who want to know the answers, who's really trying to heal, who needs a little help, who wants to talk to the Most High, but may not connect with indoctrinations of the church. And they know that their ancestors and the spirits, and they believe that the Most High can utilize any tool to get information to them. And they're coming sincerely from the bottom of their heart with no malice, not trying to cause any harm, but to really try to make it through life and get answers from the unseen world, right? Because we've been stripped of that, right? People used to go to the oracles all the time, People like me are considered oracles, okay? Where someone would be taken away. It, like when I was a child, I had visions. I experienced a lot of spiritual things and supernatural things, and people see me witness it. I mean, see me experience it. They witness it themselves, right? So it's nothing I'm making up. Back in the old times, the ancestors would have saw that. They would have known to take me away and start preparing me to be a shaman or some type of healer or some type of oracle or something in the community, okay? Okay? And it was, think about how many people that was living in the world. You think that it wasn't a whole bunch of people with these gifts that was doing this information, connecting. I know before I had the cards that I could connect with spirit without these tools, okay? I love these tools though. Don't get it twisted. Because I talk directly with spirit, but to be able to tangibly show this information to you so that a lot of people need to see. Okay, because you can purchase these cards yourself, all right? Okay? You can purchase these cards yourself and look at the book and see, I'm telling you, I'm reading to you from what is said in this book, and it's for you to resonate how you need to resonate. But anyway, all right, so all right, the North Node or an ascending node represents a place the soul longs to be, where fate beckons, right? Our dreams, our goals, where we want to be in life, where we see ourselves, right? This is uncharted territory. Of course, we haven't gotten there yet. We're working on it. You don't have a map. No, we don't necessarily get a map. We got to figure it out. We may come up with a plan, but it don't always work out that way. So there's no map. You just got to figure it out. The North Node calls you to a territory that doesn't have a particular charge and either can be exciting exploration or start off a bit bland and become more satisfying as you proceed. Hey, I can see that. I can see that with this channel. The lunar nodes are the points on the zodiac where the moon orbits crosses the ecliptic. All right. When the moon, the sun, and the earth exactly lines up here, a shadow mysteriously covers the sun or the moon and creates an eclipse. So this sounds like how they felt about the south. This is because it's the eclipse, okay? It's the way the eclipse is, okay? All right, the ancients thought a giant creature cast the shadows and referred to the nodes as the head and tail of the dragon. So, of course, the North Node, where the moon heads north, is called the North Node, okay? The dragon's head and calls you forward. So the action, think about where you like to be. What did I say? And what you like to be doing in 10 years. And then make this a beacon that guides you through time in between. Like me, I'm about to accomplish a dream that I've been trying to accomplish since I was a little girl in less than a year. Okay? Okay? And plan on using that to help the collective. Okay? All right? There's some shady people in the world, so I don't really want to say too much about it right now. But, yeah. Yeah. You'll see. All right. Notice what Notice what that piques your curiosity. That's something that excites and beckons you, even if it's unfamiliar. Practice beginner's mind and learn the basics. That's what we're doing right now with the tarot. Some people may resist your change and tell you to stay in your lane. I'm sure it's going to be people like, honey, you don't need to come up here as an amateur doing that. You need to stay in your lane and let us do our thing. Nobody wants blah, 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 blah. Okay. Why are you here and who sent you? Because if you feel like it's so bland or whatever, then you wouldn't be wanting to be on my page. So why are you here? Somebody wants this. Back off. Okay? Some people may resist your change and tell you to stay in your lane, but that is just their discomfort talking. Advisors, friends, or employees who were once perfect for you may no longer be the companions that you need on this fresh path. If they truly wish the best for you, they will eventually celebrate as your world expands. If your field of expertise feels too small or confined, branch out, explore new territory. Along this path are people you need to meet in situations to push you out of your comfort zone, call you to your soul's growth. So, like I said, we got to step out of that comfort zone and move out, open up our hearts and meet new people. That's the only way that we're going to be able to go forward, right? It says the challenge here is it can be scary to leave familiar territory. Even people who love you may resist your evolution. If it could pull you away from them, hey, don't I know it? I had that literally said to me. New beginnings dawn and your fate awaits. This path may start out with uncertainty, but it will become more solid and delicious as you progress. So, we're going to continue to do this. Spirit says continue doing what you're doing. You're connecting. You're doing a good job. Don't let anybody deter you away from what it is that you are doing here. You're doing good. And this is a benefit for someone just like it is for you, as you always pray. Now, at the bottom of the deck, I put the card down and I did a 5-card, shuffle. Got 5 cards on the deck, and then I flipped over the card, okay, of the bottom of the deck, and I got series number 29, nurture. I don't know what this is. I see a sickle in there, okay, a bushel of flowers. I like daisies. They're pretty. They remind me of a summer flower, like maybe August you would see that type of flower. Towards the end, heading towards, getting close to fall. Number 29 is on there. 2 plus 9 is 11. 1 plus 1 is 2. So I break that all the way down to a 2. Let's see what it means by nurture. Number 29 at the bottom of the deck. Okay. So, Ceres is a dwarf planet between Mars and Jupiter. It's named after Ceres, the Roman goddess of the harvest. What the heck did I just freaking say? The plant, the flowers look like August, September, like heading towards fall. Didn't I just say that? Wow. Food, earthly, fertility, the mother of Proserpina, goddess of the spring. When Pluto, but it's saying goddess of the spring, but I got harvest, Roman goddess of the harvest, because it looks like, wheat in the background. It does. It gives me an earthy, late summer, early fall feel. But anyway, Ceres threatens to starve the world until she returns. Ceres signifies our relationship to food, for better or for worse, cultivation, and the safety of loss of a child. Ceres' ancient rites initiated people into the secrets of death and rebirth through the symbolic harvest. See? Cut off the heads of the grain with a scythe, bury them, and new life arises. That's what I described on the card. A scythe, harvest, and like grain, wheat, right? All right. Action. Mother and be mothered. Nurture and cultivate that which, excuse me, which is growing. So where you're heading in the future, don't forget to nurture that, right? Excuse me, nurture yourself. Self-love, okay? Take care of your body, right? It says, whether it's the harvest from the earth, the child from the womb, or the art from the artist, real love can mean tough love, doing what's best for you, your beloved, even if they hate you for it, okay? Honey, love and nurture your body and with healthy whole foods. Take the, excuse me, y'all. Take them as communion with the organic world. Feel the earth beneath you, holding you, loving you through hard times. Let this abundance flow through you to others. Advocate for those who are weaker, vulnerable, or dependent. If your progeny, your product, or your harvest is being taken from you before ripening, be ready to starve the world until they are safe. Witness with strength and power. When the time is right, be willing to let go. For your progeny or creation to flourish, they must embark on their own journey. So this right here sounds like, okay, let me just read on. Once your job as a nurturer complete, let go and step into the new level of your own mastery. Challenge. Do not mistake smothering, enabling, or infantilizing actions as signs of love. Once you release the object of your care, your life is not over. A new mystery begins. Okay. Gift. There is a sacredness in your daily life. Loving, feeding, nurturing, gardening, and being in family, whether chosen or biological, are all part of a powerful spiritual path. The mother holds you. Okay. Like I said, that was on the bottom of the deck. What I can take from this based off the reading is you need to nurture and mother yourself and what it is that you plan on doing in the future, okay? Reflect, all right? Go back in to see what the issues are so that you can heal and open up your heart and let go of the past so you can achieve what is meant for you in the future. And make sure you nurture yourself, be kind to yourself, love yourself, and nurture what you have to do along the way. All right, so I'll say that this is part 1 of this reading because of how I go about the reading. All right, so we're going to go ahead and move on to, let's see, I'll let you know what the next deck is when I come in on part 2 of what I think is going to be a 3-part series. I don't know if it's going to be more. I'll let you know on the next series, okay? All right. So I appreciate you guys taking the time. If you got to the end of this message, I appreciate it. You know this message is for you if you got to the end of the message, because you got to get to the end of the message in order to get to part 2, right? To see where we're going there. So that means that you really are taking it serious and you are resonating with this message and you are looking for answers. So shout out to you for that. All right, if you like my content, okay, and you want to continue to work with me and grow with me and see where we go from here, from weeks, months, and years, to see where we have come from this part to where we're going in the future, then you will definitely be considered an A1 day one, and let's just grow together, okay? All right, so until the next time, y'all take care. All right, bye.